Yippee!
Yippee! We're live!
Yeah.
Hello, chat. Welcome, everyone. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't prepare the Discord announcement. How could I? Act
What a
content
fool.
thing.
What an absolute buffoon.
Attorney link send. There we go.
Ace
Okay.
Attorney like a dragon.
Yeah. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're gaming. We're Ace Attorney. It's me, Exelda from Exelda, playing Phoenix Wright. Okay, Amanda, you're next.
It's me, Amanda, aka Maya Dog, aka Shigus. I will also temporarily, or the whole time, be covering the role of Max?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee. Okay, Dari, you're next.
Alright, it's me, Dari, aka Bowser's Big Blast Activist 74. I'll be covering the role of Franziska von Karp. And that's it.
Yippee. Alright, Logan, you're next.
Mr. Manning. I'm gonna be. I actually don't know. Is it still just Benjamin Woodman, or am I here for Edgeworth in second half?
You are here for Edgeworth second half and Gumshoe second half.
And Gumshoe.
Oh sure, wait. Edward
Second half characters, so I get to not be any characters in the first half.
Yeah.
Hooray!
You're here to be silly. Okay, Rain, you're
And that's what I
next.
do best.
Did you say my name? Sorry, I was.
Yeah, I said you're next.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. I'm Rain. Yeah. That's me.
True.
Sorry. Playing the judge.
Well said.
Playing the Mo. Yep.
Yippee. Okay, Wendy.
Wendy playing Acro and Regina Berry.
Yippee. Alright, Amanda, you want to hit us with the recap?
Yeah. Recap for Turnabout Big Top Part 2. The ringmaster of the Big Berry Circus, Russell Berry, was murdered. The defendant is Maximilian Galactica, a magician from the circus famous for his flying trick. Regina Berry, the victim's daughter, as well as an animal tamer at the circus, is in a freaky-ass love triangle with the defendant and ventriloquist, who is a puppet. Benjamin Woodman, the ventriloquist at the circus, won't talk much about without his puppet, Trilo. They are both witnesses. Mo, a clown at the circus, is also a witness. There's a monkey. I'm going insane.
True.
Ben thought he saw Max heading to the scene of the crime, but he's dumb and stupid. Mo thought the criminal flew away from the scene of the crime because he's dumb and stupid. I hate it here. We met Acro. Logan said money, like the monkey, at least 8 times. Acro's brother Bat is kinda dead, but like, not really. Fight of 87. Yeah, man, I don't really care about this case.
Was that the bite of 87?
Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I kind of give up with the notes for this case, because it's just such an awesome case. Who needs a recap? We all remember it so well, right?
That's fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite. Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite case.
Yeah.
Turnabout Big Top. Let's go. Let's go Turnabout Big Top. Let's go. Finish it strong, everyone.
Alright, we ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yippee! December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5.
Morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
I'm a sweetie. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
I don't know who's
Is that me?
teeing. Maybe.
Probably Regina.
Oh, I think it is, yeah.
Get nervous, Maxie. Here, a glass of milk.
Milk? Regina! How fabulous. My sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today?
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Shit, my door's open.
Mo
Max is
said
gonna
that.
fly in court.
So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh?
Oh.
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't...
Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Is she okay?
Is she okay?
Never.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Holy shit.
Top of the morning to ya.
It's Jack.
Top of the morning to your laddie.
Jacksepticeye.
Whoa.
Everybody, let's get ready to stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Damn, Mo, you sound different. Are you okay?
Top of the morning to ya, governor.
Who replaced him with fucking Mobot?
Top of the morning?
After his
That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Aha, 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 aha. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
What?
I feel like
Oh,
everyone at the
milk.
circus is some different kind of mentally ill.
Why is everyone feeding this guy milk?
Didn't he say something about he drinks milk before his performances or something?
I don't know, I haven't been
remember.
paying
No
attention.
fucking clue.
I
Oh
don't know why
my, thanks.
that feels like really a real deep cut from
Yeah.
the past. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
So how are you today, right?
Well, I got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've... Wait, no, that's Phoenix line.
Damn. If all I've gotta worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you gonna do then, Nick?
I don't know, cry. I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. We've never done that before.
Well,
It's the only way we'll get
Miles
past
and
access to the
Miles.
truth.
Holy
but Nick, you needed all the evidence.
Oh,
You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then, she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
Speaking of psychological warfare,
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes. That's why I brought her here to court today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She must bear witness. She must bear witness. She must bear witness. She must bear witness. She needs to know
God.
that when people die, they don't just become stars.
You don't know that.
She must bear witness. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. She must bear witness.
December 30th,
Mobot
10
is
a.m.
scary.
District Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
I know that guy.
Holy
The prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness.
You witness?
Yes. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor guy. Oh, poor Gumshoe.
He's fine, don't worry about that.
Very well, please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Damn, he brings birds?
Okay.
He's like freaking Snow White.
This isn't the first time birds have been in a courtroom.
True.
Never an occupation.
Never before.
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room at night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene's just below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay? It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone lying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the skies at night.
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
No.
Oh,
A
my bad.
foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. Foolishly. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Name drop.
Miles Edgeworth name drop.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window?
The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
Is my mic not picking up my hmms?
It didn't pick up.
Oh, damn. Alright, well.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? Yeah. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
I need evidence? Shit.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a
Hurry
contradiction?
up, Nick. Induce vomiting.
Money!
Money! Money!
Money!
You claim to have seen the exact same thing as Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Nuh-uh. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
Nuh-uh. Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? That's impossible. No one can have 2 things.
No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means Acro. So you've been fibbing on the stand.
Maybe.
Fibbing?
Understand, but he's in a wheelchair.
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
I was dreaming.
Oh my god, it seems that I was in a dream.
Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion.
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Holy shit.
Is this allowed?
That's the accusations right there. Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Kinda.
Oh, well, alright.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and mind.
Heart and minds.
Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
Everyone knows murderers can't have birds. That's awesome.
Oh my
This Phoenix
God.
in particular.
Fuck you, Phoenix. You get pecked.
He is staying rather calm and collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? Also, what the fuck is up with your name?
What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Dingling?
I don't really need to say a thing,
What's
do
the
I?
problem?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
So that's true.
Hey, Soph.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things.
See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous.
Whoa.
Who wants to be random crowd
Wait a minute,
people?
not the disabled.
He's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. You piece of shit. Fuck you. Phoenix is a poopy head.
No!
Yeah,
Not a poopy
The
head.
timing is perfect.
I think the bird said that
Poopy
one.
head throws pen at you.
See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? The entire courtroom thinks you're a poopy head now. You're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery. That's how you do it.
Penis gallery?
Yeah.
The peanut gallery. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power.
You can commit a crime in a wheelchair.
You don't know that.
Yeah,
Making the defense
it's
is
honestly a
playing-
little ableist to assume someone in a wheelchair can't commit a murder.
Real.
a little bit, but that's irrelevant. Making the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
It was money.
No.
Money!
Got me there!
Money!
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Was it money?
No, the monkey's innocent.
Thank God. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and completed this murder all by himself.
Order! Order!
Money is innocent.
What are you getting at?
Might keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm gonna have to prove how I'm not a poopy head. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. Can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright, then let's do it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts? I think you're nuts.
What say you,
You're
Mr.
not.
Dingaling?
It's an interesting theory.
An interesting game theory.
That's it?
Thanks for watching.
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
as the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
Bro's got a window.
You know what? Good point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
He has a window.
The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
It's true. That guy is shaped like Dr. Eggman.
Oh my god.
Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's impossible for humans to fly.
ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
How did he do it?
Ah.
It's the next course of this legal buffet.
Well, Nick, if you mess up here.
It'll impact your lawyer health bar.
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one serious thought. Sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingwing committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Be careful, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your loyal health bar is at risk.
Oh shit, I'm gonna present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingwing use to commit the crime of the murder against Russell Berry?
You have to play evidence in the attack position. Money!
Wait, where is it?
Money! Money!
Deploy evidence in attack position.
Yeah, but where is it? Here. No, don't look at it.
Max jump scare.
The stolen bust!
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust. And because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy.
Heavy. Like the weapons guy.
True. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust.
Oh boy.
Why has he got a word
Christ.
like that?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
Bro.
Order! Order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather
Lucky.
simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. Like half his name. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingwang, how do you respond to these charges?
Well,
I was at a loss for words.
He should be. He knows I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. Ow!
Shut up, don't care, didn't ask. I'd watch what you say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
On Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
And why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you.
Ah, that woman will sink to any low to win a case.
Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
Excuse me. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bus and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
Money.
Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job at hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
You did such a good job sounding mysterious and shit.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
That guy.
The key point here is the wooden box.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Oh.
Oh, that's me, huh?
Phoenix, that's your line. It's me, Ben. I'm here now.
Thank you, Ben. When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean...
The bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box.
There would be no way that I could miss the head of the victim.
No!
Order! This is unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was me. No, it was
Oh.
Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Okay, I didn't ask. Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ow!
The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
Yeah, if he's lifting like an idiot.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made.
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The box has a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool.
Bird.
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore?
He's in his mind palace.
I've heard what you've had to say.
Duh.
I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
Huh, what?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
I forgot.
I forgot.
Of course I remember. It was just yesterday, right? It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
What happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
Money.
Oh, God. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explains that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice, so no bringing up money. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. There's no place to get perplexed. I gotta get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
Okay, hear me out. Monkey.
Money!
Nani? Nani?
He was never innocent.
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny
Money.
objects of any size.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had money? Steal the bust?
Money.
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. Monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
You live with a monkey?
They were roommates.
You live with a monkey. And the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
I can't read.
Oh, my bad.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny.
Very professional.
Money.
Wow.
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Money is jacked. That's crazy.
Does money
Order,
Money
order, I
lives.
said order, Miss Von Karma. Where's the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron!
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. His argument is a bucket.
Your circular don't seem so
is a bucket.
don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Flamboozled.
Right.
Flamboozled. You've forgotten the most absolute, most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know.
Ow.
You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime.
Nuh-uh. No, he wasn't.
Yaha, there is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Bro, this is literally the most obvious answer. Like,
My ass does not know the answer. Nick, don't let her beat you now.
it's a bust of Max. Just put a cloak on it, it looks like him.
Yeah.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
It's fine, they won't catch on to that. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
Money.
Money.
Money!
He saw Max's. Ow!
Don't care didn't ask, I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
I'm not speaking French. It does indeed have something to do with the question.
So real for that.
Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
It was a monkey.
Money.
How is this possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust.
No.
It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust's hands.
Idiot. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bus? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
Oh, he caught me.
Is he Homer
I
Simpson?
missed.
Maybe.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright.
No.
Who put the cloak on the bus?
Money.
You guys will be a little stupid.
It was me.
Ooh, him?
You're saying that it was the victim himself, Russell Berry?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Placed the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself.
Like, you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya.
Not even Maya trusts him.
I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright, so you want to know
hope
what
it's a
really
monkey.
happened that night? Let's step back in time. 4 minutes before their death. No!
Oh my god.
Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. That's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Oh, we're free. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim...
Ain't no way.
Yeah, okay, that's a little...
Yeah... This is one of the cases of all time.
Yeah.
You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hero Cotton joined.
Hi, Cairo.
Yo,
Cairo.
I fell asleep.
real.
Classic Sleeber.
Duh.
Classic sleeper.
So
Classic
geeby.
EP guy.
Was this line read?
No, as much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be.
It's still a little
No, I
early to
actually
be
agree
getting
with
so
Von Karma
upset.
on this.
Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet.
It sure isn't, Mads.
Oh, I hate it here.
Oh my god. What?
Literally, that's so impossible.
Yeah. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged on the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be.
That is absurd.
So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you.
So nonchalant.
He's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he's come to the end of his rope now.
Like a bus.
So,
What now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
I need evidence.
Evidence?
Never
You
heard
think
of
we
it.
have evidence in this courtroom? Ha!
We all out of evidence.
You jest.
We are evidence. In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. The prosecution provides the latter,
Don't.
the defense the former.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I'm gonna say it as soon as I see that. As soon as I see the
Oh my
evidence menu,
God.
I'm gonna say it. Money!
Me!
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to your court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick
Money!
of the case.
It's one of these fucking things. It's this one. I think. Right.
Oh, is this the end of Hitless?
Pretty sure it's this one. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one. The white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of those contradictions.
You fool. Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's.
Makes sense, if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it.
What was that?
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? You got it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Order! Order!
I hardly know her.
Cheeseburger, please.
It's a good order.
This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
Why?
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
I do mind, actually.
Oh, okay. You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
do. There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. Please keep in mind the monkey bars will be out of bounds. They are currently undergoing repairs. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
What's Money gonna do?
Well, he was the one that broke them.
What? Yeah, he broke them.
Shit.
He was far too jacked. Absolutely, like, destroyed them.
Alright,
Just,
halfway
like,
done with the
bending,
trial.
creaking metal.
Alright. Everyone drink water.
Alright, yeah, back.
I've been drinking water.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm very hydrated.
Hydrate or dehydrate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hydrate or die straight.
Real.
Oh, no.
You know, I never liked the hydrate or die straight. Like, yeah, I get it, like, haha, gay, funny, but also,
Yeah.
like, it just doesn't roll off the tongue as well as hydrate or dehydrate, you know? It's
Yeah,
that one stressed syllable in the middle of it that just screws it all up.
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Also, what's the problem with dying straight, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nothing wrong with being straight.
Straight.
Honestly,
In my
you're
Pride
right.
Month?
I've been converted. I've been converted.
Converted what, to being straight?
What?
I can
No.
be
Oh, no.
I can be straight and have gay friends.
You can be straight and also
Me
like trans
straight?
or ace or, you know, poly or, you know,
Yeah.
what have you.
Yeah. But like me specifically straight? No. I like men.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are you, gay or something?
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I'm like mega gay.
Mega gay.
I'm so
Yeah,
proud of you.
it's like the next tier.
As-
It's the next tier
Oh,
after
fuck.
gay.
Damn.
Okay.
As opposed to regular gay.
Yeah, I bought the
I-
premium.
Okay. I didn't know we had gay people here.
How much
in
does that
this
subscription
Ace Attorney
cost?
Fandub. I don't think I'm going to be able to be a part of this anymore.
Damn. Alright.
No, no,
The subscription is
Homophobic judge.
the subscription costs like $12.99 a month.
That's a lot.
The subscription
And
to
they
being
said
gay?
yeah, to being gay plus
Oh.
to being mega gay because I got the premium.
Mm.
And they said that it's gonna stay the same price, but we all know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's it mean?
I pirated Gay Plus.
Yeah, they said it's
Honestly,
gonna stay the same
respect.
price, but absolutely not. It's gonna become like 50 next year probably.
Dang.
Goddamn, I feel bad for gay people.
Yeah.
Same.
It's rough
Which,
out
like,
here.
I suppose hasn't really changed. They've been going through a lot, like, forever.
Yeah.
You know, if you get the
Yeah.
Gay Plus premium, like the subscription or whatever, then you do get access to like previous generation of games of gays.
Yeah, it's a benefit no one really talks about because
Because
most gays aren't really willing to perform you know,
most gays
rituals
nowadays
to
aren't backwards
commune with the
compatible,
dead.
and so you know you got to find some way
Yeah.
that you can pirate it. But,
Yeah. Like some prefer to use emulators anyway,
yeah,
but
yeah, that's what I do.
I feel like I'm learning a lot about gay people today.
Yeah, this is an educational
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
It's good.
I like spreading
It's
the
good.
good word.
I
and
feel
educating
less
people.
ignorant than I was before.
Sounds very complicated to be aloe, gotta say.
I mean, this isn't. I mean, this is just about being gay. Just like this is not about being aloe.
Well, being gay is part of being allo, because like
Is it?
I'm not gay, but I'm also not straight, so
I mean,
it's
I'm
all
sure there's
allo to
allo
me.
people who consider themselves gay, just like as an umbrella term, you know.
It's fair.
Alright, is everyone back from water? Is Dari back? Is Amanda here?
I just got back.
Not sure.
Awesome. Is Amanda here?
I'm here, yeah.
Yippee, we good to go?
Eee.
Why are you more muffled than you were before?
Me?
Yeah.
You did sound like closer to the mic.
Oh,
When you
I don't
said
know.
that.
I had to move positions.
I see. Alright, we all good to go?
Did I sound
Everyone
bad?
ready? No, it was fine.
Okay.
Alright, I'm starting the video game.
Yippee.
December 30th, 2:17 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
I can't believe it. Acro?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is! And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Jeebus.
Jeebus.
I would guess Mo?
Oh, sorry. What's up? I heard no.
There was a
Do I
throat
want?
clear.
Robot.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it must be dumb shit.
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
Oh yeah, because they're ignoring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one gets ignored quite like Gumshoe.
He did?
Psst, psst.
But, I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal! Yeah, that's Gumshoe.
Yeah.
You're gonna ignore me after I went through all the trouble to bring you some evidence?
Oh boy, evidence.
Don't eat
Yeah,
it!
Detective Gumshoe.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. My mouth was full. What'd you say?
Ah, forget it, I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway.
What the hell?
Whoa!
No, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk.
It's true. we
Got some
do.
really tasty evidence.
But we did.
How about a card trick detective?
Past tense. Oh, well, if you insist.
Gumshoe.
Now about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
No, about that beer I
Well,
owed.
Nick already ate it.
Oh no.
It had blood on it. You should probably get that checked out.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Or now.
Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis. We're not really allies or anything. You've only done, like, everything for my job. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
Oh, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion.
Final plans.
Uh-huh, that reminds me, I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. I'm gonna disappear now.
What do they mean by that? The very end part.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, I'm reappearing. One more thing.
Yeah, don't scare me like that.
Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant.
What?
What? For me?
It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils.
Why is there so much milk?
An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me?
December 30th, 2:27 p.m. District Court Room number 2.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Cover, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Akro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
What the fuck?
Gulp.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think Akro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Akro kill the ringmaster? This might be my
I feel
last
like I
chance
know
to
the
answer that
answer.
question. No, I'm good. No need to cross-examine this witness.
What's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Are you gay? I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Akro would want the ringmaster dead?
Nah.
Can't, because he wasn't trying to kill the ringmaster.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Akro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Akro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow!
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so full-heartedly foolish. Fool. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I forgot.
He forgot. I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Akro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I said the ringmaster wasn't his target that night.
Okay, thanks.
I'm saying that the target of the witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What? Sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is.
Oh my god, bailiff and smack in the same sentence.
smack anyone whoots loud in the
Bailiff!
twice if you must.
Smack his nuts!
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? I said it better. Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else?
Money.
Regina Berry.
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question.
Your Honor, he's being mean.
Your Honor, he's being a poopy head.
No, I'm not! He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to...
Don't care,
Oh.
death. The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death
Oh
itself.
my gosh.
So be it.
Oh my god.
Huh? Okay, well, I'm gonna kill you then.
Yes.
Hey, fam, I'll kill you.
Is that the
It's a-
Grim Reaper?
It is hot as hell. It is hot as funky as courtroom. It goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Money.
Acro, you remember this, don't you?
That's...
The piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone out to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order, 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 Mr. Wright. This little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory.
It's a game theory.
True. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, saw the note.
That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it. I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
Yeah, because Mo made her. Unfortunately, it's
witness.
only gonna get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fools, foolishly foolish fool, ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Well, very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Oh, you learned to read. I'm so proud.
Oh shit, there's a deer outside.
Thanks. I picked up as a Taurus.
There's a deer outside?
Yeah,
Can
there's a
I
deer
have
outside my
it?
window.
Oh, that's cool.
Sure. It's
Yippee.
walking into the road.
Yes, what about that line?
Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
You just don't get it, do you?
Thanks. Again, hard of hearing.
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Oh, hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago.
6 months ago. I have no idea.
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
What is that? Oh, moron!
Wait. Are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case is its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Of 87.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is gonna think I'm bluffing.
The
Okay.
conclusive evidence about
That's
this
me.
incident 6 months ago is actually
Money.
money.
Oh, it is. How'd you know? Where is it? Seasoning.
Seasoning.
Sneezing. Achoo! 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 Oh, fuck.
Holy
Don't care,
shit.
didn't ask.
Sneezing.
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Evidence.
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, it's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
4 ticks of lawyer health bar at risk. Money.
Who is this?
That's Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother's dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingley. 6 months ago, he was hit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
The bite of 87?
Yeah.
The bite of
Was that the bite of 87?
It was the bite of 87. Miss Regina Berry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
No. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? Foolish fool. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acker's brother Bat.
Money.
That's just a scarf.
Acro. The scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct?
That's right.
And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina.
There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
I hardly know her.
Oh, 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 oh.
Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent
Peppers.
treatment?
Yeah, but get his ass!
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of,
My goodness.
pointing at a
I
criminal.
don't.
Next line.
I'd hope he doesn't do a good job of that.
What?
But out of curiosity, what was her crime?
Pepper.
Miss
The
Berry
bite of
gave a
87.
pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
It's actually illegal to wear pepper.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's true.
Kill
I
her!
made that law myself.
Yeah.
Death penalty.
Still seems like the judge doesn't get it.
Death.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling? The smiling was lining?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling.
Lion
Smiler.
smiling
Like the friends.
live.
Smiler, I hardly know her.
I've never heard of them smiling. However,
Lion sneeze.
Woof, 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 woof.
Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
Crazy.
Frog.
Kids Bop version.
Yeah.
He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
you fool!
You've gotta you've gotta be kidding me.
Well said, Judge.
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake, Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to the accident. Or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot.
Huh. It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. I think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Crow.
You don't mean. You can't mean. Witness.
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright. Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
Damn. I was kind of relying on that.
Damn, must have been money.
Pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
My game theory?
Oh no.
And what would that
Thanks
problem
for
be?
watching.
The same problem has always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon. Or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon.
The bus that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
That'd be convenient.
That would be awfully convenient. Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. It might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
What? Why aren't you gonna search his room?
I don't feel like it.
It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now, do you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice?
I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Ow!
Don't care, didn't ask. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
Monkey?
Money?
Money?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
Damn, did he eat it?
You see, Mr. Wright. I eated it.
Shit.
And that's why the bust wasn't in my room.
We out of murder weapons. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Now we can end the case. Please. Please give me
Boom,
the
case
case.
closed.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin.
But what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here
The only elements.
is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bus. Where is it now?
Where's the
Nick
bus right
yeeted
now?
it.
You're Phoenix Wright. I'm sure you know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. The bus master.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
Excuse me. Sorry, sneezed. It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-argument looks to have fallen short. Unlike you, right?
Damn.
Manlet.
Thank you for your support.
Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings to an end this cross-examination of this witness.
Where is Max's bus? The defense needs time to prepare to present its lace. What? I mean, case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh?
What?
We need time to do what?
Don't you think that, Squire? You're the most surprised person here. She's your age, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yes. The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck.
The fuck? Hey, wait! You can't do this to me.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now.
He hit it on the broken monkey bars.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. And I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon.
Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now?
It's obvious. The
It
bus
could
is
be
inside
in
this
this
very
very
courtroom.
It's obviously where? It could be me.
Allow me to
Could be you.
pinpoint the location of this bus once and for all.
The judge has been sitting on it.
The judge is secretly a bust in a judge costume.
Whoa.
It
Acro,
was me the whole time.
I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
If he's wrong about this, he's gonna seem like such a dick.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright.
Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything underneath that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it, in the only place that you could hide it. under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap?
He can't take off the blanket. He's got his Ken Dingling out.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to click.
Sorry.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Something.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
Money!
2 of them?
Miss Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search in my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court, hiding the murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me? Make a mistake? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that!
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Macro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Big Berry Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
Like the bat.
Bro should have put the bust in the
Goodbye,
bathroom or
87.
something.
Bust of 87.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times, too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her.
And murder.
That too. Your brother became a star! Regina believes in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. Just couldn't. Not yet.
He drank all the milk and now he's crying milk.
All the milk. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case.
True enough.
It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I feel like this is the first culprit that isn't just like a straight up psychopath.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion.
There's the Steel Samurai case was self-defense.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not innocent. Oh, wait, no, wait!
Oh shit. Bye, Max.
A death penalty.
No!
Oh!
This court is adjourned.
We're free. December 30th, 4:27 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5.
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Many congrats, but only at max a million of them.
Oh, this guy.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
Just thinking about Acro.
No,
I was thinking
no,
about money.
no.
Money.
If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
She has bared witness. She has bared
Yeah.
witness. She's been like this for a while now.
Oh, it's all my fault. Ah!
Sweetie pie.
Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Sarai, tell me something.
No.
You said something right at the end. Just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
Yeah, of
Of course he is.
Don't you worry. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
He's also going to jail, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I want to see some evidence.
Nick
Huh?
hated it all.
I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Money!
Money.
Personal body.
Money.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew. Now that Acro's been caught,
Uh-huh.
you know,
What?
that as long as it takes. Till he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mo?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened.
You do a really good robot voice.
Thank you. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster.
Lord.
I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh. That's... Wait, that's you.
That's quite the goal.
I can't wait! Yippee!
Yippee!
Then I guess that changes things.
Up.
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus fabulous.
Oh my god.
Let's take ibuprofen together. What do you say, Mika?
Yeah.
Let's take ibuprofen together.
I am a machine. I cannot take ibuprofen.
Aw.
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today, other than to bear witness?
Other than punishment.
We've got to work together to make sure the Big Berry Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max.
Nick!
Seems like everything is gonna turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
I sure can.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
Whoopee!
Ahop, 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 ahop.
Man, the real Mo must be just like dead in a closet somewhere right now.
No, this is the real Mo.
Logan, this is you. Oh, both you.
Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory.
No?
If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Right?
That's me.
Holy shit.
Of course. Well, detective, as for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Oh my god, he's blue now!
You're blue now!
That's his attack!
God.
I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Jack.
We're free. It's
We-
over.
now.
We're
Oh my
free.
god.
I'm
Can I be
free.
honest?
I'm
That was a
finally
pretty good
free.
ending. I kind of liked that ending.
I did like the ending,
Like
yeah.
the court
alright.
sections and stuff with like the killer. Like it was a good character. I think he was the killer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Plus, I think you played him really well. To whoever, Wendy Oldbeck.
Well, thank you.
It was good. Good shit.
We're
And
finally free.
I just kept saying money the whole time.
Money.
You were awesome at it.
Well, yeah, you voiced Edgeworth and Money.
Yeah.
and Gumshoe, Mr. Squidward, and Gumshoe.
Oh,
Alright, now we get our sneak peek of the next case.
yes.
Let's
I miss the
go.
Blue Badger.
Yeah, it's so sad that we're out of
Yeah.
save files for the Blue
Yeah.
Badger security tape.
Damn. No more Blue Badger. Blue Badger's dead. Oh shit, Steel Samurai? 2 Steel Samurais? How many Steel Samurais are there?
I don't like this guy's outfit.
I don't like most of their outfits.
I think the guy in the red
Except
shirt is
for
kind of
the-
slaying.
Killed the moon.
Oh my god, he pissed on the
Really?
moon!
Oh my
It's
god.
Eggman! Eggman's in the next case!
Whoa.
Oh shit. The Nickel Samurai? Wait a minute.
Are you for real?
Yeah, what's the problem?
I do like that arm though. That's a really cool arm.
It is a cool steampunk arm.
So, are we gonna be defending the moon in this case?
No, the moon died.
Oh yeah.
We have to defend the Nickel
Oh, yeah.
Samurai.
Yeah, the
from
moon's
getting
already
framed
been
for
pissed
killing
on,
it.
like Sonic Adventure 2.
Hi, Maya.
Oh.
Everyone, I have an announcement to make.
That's the wrong button.
Badge.
You show me
Do
the
you guys
badge.
want to know a fun fact?
What's up?
What?
Yeah,
Of
all
course.
My phone's ringtone is the Steel Samurai theme.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, yeah. It's the best.
That's my thing.
Alright. That's it for that case. We never have to do it ever again.
Thank
Thank-
God.
I bet you're relieved, Mads, that you don't have to hear that song anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I like that case.
Alright. So yeah, the next case is definitely one of the best in the trilogy. So look forward to that.
And I get to be Edgeworth again.
Yeah, and you get to be
And
Edgeworth
excited for
again.
that.
Money!
So yeah, look forward to that. I'll reach out about scheduling and we get to draft characters again. Yippee! I don't think there's that many. I think there's like 2, but like yeah. So yeah.
I didn't even realize that the stream was called the Pop-Tart Fan Club.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Oh, the
The
gaming
chat.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so
My
that was the
dog
first
loves
half of the
Pop-Tarts.
stream. Now for the second half, we just rank every Pop-Tart flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to go now. Like
Yeah.
now.
All of them
I
are
also
the
have to go.
Okay.
All right, goodbye, Magic
It was
Man.
very,
Goodbye.
it was very
Magic
fun hanging out with you.
Man.
Next
Hell
stream,
yeah.
I'm gonna be someone else. I'm not gonna be Magic Man anymore.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
God.
Oh.
Damn.
Thank God. No more clowns.
I was so relieved
Wow.
when you came back and I didn't have to be him.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep right before the stream started. I crashed.
Isn't his
You're
real name
valid.
like Bob Joe or something?
It's Billy
Yeah,
Bob
Billy Bob
Jones. Jones? Billy Bob Jones.
Yeah.
You're telling me his parents didn't name him Maximilian
You're
Galactica?
yeah,
telling
it's
me-
really surprising.
A shrimp fried this rice?
True.
No,
And that's the note we
Alright,
end
I
the
really
stream
felt
on.
Yeah.